I decided to do this monthly status update from a webcam because because. So, March was a pretty busy month, and a lot of good things happened. First, we started and pretty much completed the audiobook production of The Revenant and the Cult Book 1. The reality is that I approved everything top to bottom on April Fool's Day. I also managed to get the interior formatting of the paperback finished at the same exact time. Now all we have to do is get the cover completed, and I can send the paperback off to my paperback distributor and the audiobook to the audiobook distributor. And that's 2 out of 3 formats done. The ebook's still being worked on. It should be done by the beginning of April. I also, during the month, applied some edits to The Revenant and the Cult Book 2. But aside from that, nothing much else was done. And as far as the next book after that goes, which would be book number 5, I didn't get a chance to write anything down. I think I may have gotten 1 chapter done. I usually do, when I'm in the middle of production, I usually do new writing on the weekends, but all of my weekends were tied up. I had a class that I needed to take on one weekend. I went up to my mother-in-law's on another weekend. And one weekend was spent at the Midland Comic Con in Midland, Michigan. If you've been following my social media posts, you know I essentially sold out of my stock early into March 3rd, which would have been the Sunday. I think at 12:30 p.m. we had nothing left to sell. I had literally sold my last book, and by 12:45 we'd been packed up and we were walking out the door of the mall. I sold nearly 60 books. I kind of wish I would have had more stock because I probably could have sold 70. In many ways, it was the beginning of a good month overall, save for some persistent ear problems I've been having. And the funny part is I was kind of worried that the Midland Comic Con was going to be a bust. It definitely made up for the lackluster performance at Clausen. However, this comes with one hitch. In order to legally sell books in my home state, I now have to register as a business. I have to get a sales tax license, which means I have to register as a business. So that's something I have to do after I get my personal taxes done. And while that adds a little level of complication to my life, the upside is that opens the door to me selling books direct. I really have a lot of stuff already set up to sell books direct, but I've been somewhat hesitant because I wanted to set up a company because of that sales tax license. I want to be legal and, give Caesar their due. So I will probably be doing that sometime in April. Probably won't set up a store right away because I have to resolve a few things like how am I going to box and ship stuff. I also have to clean up this area here so that I have enough room to work. By and large, I mean, you'll be able to buy my paperbacks directly from me, which is one avenue that people can pursue when purchasing my books. So with 2 of my books rounding the final turn is a great end to a great month. I also managed some residual sales. The next audiobook sounds great. The interior pages for the paperback look great. Steve Fortune, of course, does a great job as a narrator, and I really like the cover. Jason, I think, really nailed the cover itself is rather simple, but Jason really nailed. I felt the mood of the cover. Looking forward to April. Well, hopefully I can crank out more chapters of book 5. I always had a plan that everything for Revenant and the Cult book 1 is ready to go before May, and I should be able to achieve that. And another thing I'm thinking about doing is maybe pulling one of the manuscripts I have sitting in cold storage out of cold storage and patching it up and selling it. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet. Anyhow, that's March's wrap up, and let's hope that April is just as good. Until next time, I still don't have a outro phrase to finish off videos. Whatever.